So, what a wild week it's been, at least in terms of gaming news, Destiny news, and the world losing its mind. What's going on, everybody? My name is The Black Link, back with the first bit of produced non-stream content that I've had on the channel in quite some time. It's been a while since I had just a video commentary put out there. I figured I'd go ahead and dive back into some of that after a recent break, just, taking time to live stream onto the channel. Been doing a lot of live streaming lately and having a lot of fun with that. So if you haven't been kept up to date with that, tune in. They're a lot of fun. We play a lot of different games, stuff like Destiny, Division 2, Final Fantasy XIV, and even more. And that's really where I've been having the most amount of fun when it comes to producing content for the channel. I know those of you out there who missed the old commentaries and whatnot. I know I've been starving you guys for content, and don't worry, we'll be getting back to that soon. But I've really been enjoying the live streaming. It's been a lot of fun. And, we'll say probably a bit more fun this week for others, because, of course, that's going to be where we start our news for today. Live streaming. The live streaming world just got rocked with the announcement that yesterday, Mixer was going to be closing its doors, and basically Microsoft was going to be merging with Facebook Gaming, or whatever that nonsense is, to the great surprise of everyone who streams on Mixer. They didn't tell anybody about this. I have a Mixer account. I've streamed on Mixer. They didn't send me an email or anything like that. And of course, for all of their biggest partners, I don't think they were given the heads up either. Unless, your name is like Ninja or something like that. I'm pretty sure he probably got a heads up. But the fact that Mixer just suddenly closed its doors is incredible, and mostly not in a good way. There are a lot of people who chose Mixer over Twitch, over YouTube Gaming, because they were looking for an alternative platform. You guys know my gripes with YouTube, between algorithmic suppression and notifications not going out, and a lot of the problems that are facing the platform right now, especially for those who live stream. It's really not the best place to be or the best place to grow. And the same can really kind of be said of Twitch. They've had their fair deal of shenanigans over the past couple of years, whether it be unfair moderation practices. Not everybody, not all of the animals that stream on Twitch are considered equal. Some of you guys can get banned for absolutely nothing, while others can break the rules time after time after time after time after time and see nothing happen to them. Then there's, of course, the issues with becoming partner. It seems like if you have a friend on the inside, you can become partnered with, 5 followers and 0 subscribers. But for other people who have been meeting those standards for a long time, they still haven't gotten partner over on Twitch. It's an entire train wreck of nonsense. So when Mixer became an option, when Microsoft said they were going to be putting actual funding behind an alternative platform to give you an alternative to Twitch, a lot of people were really happy with that. Streaming quality was great over on Mixer. Its UI was awful, but a lot of the creation options were really good over there. And there were a lot of people who moved over to that platform and really started to make a living and an audience and a following doing this. And I really feel for the people who had no idea that this shuttering was coming, and they've really kind of been left out in the cold. Some of them had tens of thousands of followers or more and are going to have to start from scratch on a platform that is not at all friendly to people starting from scratch over on Twitch or over on YouTube. Really feel bad for those people. But two people who I'm not feeling too bad for, two people who I don't think have to worry at all, would be Ninja and Shroud, two of the top streamers over on Mixer. I guess we can throw King Gathalion into the mix with that too. Of course, all three of these guys, they moved over to Mixer. They were courted by Mixer. They got contracts with them, and they moved over there as an opportunity to play on a new platform. It was probably a better opportunity for growth. They were probably a bit more happy with the way Mixer staff treated them than Twitch staff was treating them. But the big thing is, of course, they got a lot of money to move over those platforms. Those platforms are now dead, and a lot of people are a little bit mad at them. Personally, I'm not. Ninja, Shroud, Goth, they made bank. They got their contract money to move over to Mixer. Now, basically, that contract is done. They get to keep that money. They can go right back to Twitch, where they already have hundreds of thousands of followers. And, they just jump right back onto the bandwagon there and go back to making money. Easiest money you could possibly make. Although, I do hear that Shroud and Ninja in particular were offered tens of millions of dollars to live stream on Facebook Gaming and turned that nonsense down. We're talking like 40, 50, 60 million dollars potentially between the two of them, and they said no. As Jonathan, you guys know and love him here on the channel, as he said last night, that's LeBron James money that these dudes just turned down. That's some LA Lakers money that Ninja just turned down. Could you imagine being in a position where you could just say, nah, keep your $30 million contract. I don't need it. I'm going to go start off on my own. Boy, boy, TVL, offer me a $30 million contract. I'll start streaming on Pornhub today. Offer me a $20 million contract. I'm going down on this. I'm making it easy for you. I'll start streaming in OnlyFans. I'll do Patreon streaming, Facebook streaming. I'll go, look, does MySpace have streaming? I'll go do MySpace streaming. You want to offer me a contract? I have no real ties to the platforms of YouTube or Twitch. I'd happily take that money. But you know what? I ain't mad at Ninja. I ain't mad at Shroud. I don't know what Goth is doing. I'd imagine probably something similar, probably going back to Twitch too. I ain't mad at any of them. You know, you got to go where your audience is, and them turning down those contracts. That's a big man play. They've got enough money. They figure they can go make their own thing. They don't want to be beholden to this one platform of Facebook. And you know what? Facebook sucks. Nobody likes Facebook. Facebook's an awful company that does awful things, so I ain't mad at them at all. But it's been a pretty wild week in terms of content creation for these platforms. Of course, there goes another major competitor gone. And really, I never really planned to fully move over to Mixer, but I did hope that it was going to bring up some competition to challenge YouTube gaming, to challenge Twitch, and get them to possibly change up some of their practices and become a little bit more small streamer friendly. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but I can still hope for the future that these platforms start to value the people who actually keep them running. The channels, the small channels that make up 99% of both Twitch and YouTube. So showing some support to the little guys out there. And hopefully someday we will see some of those improvements on these main platforms that we use. Lord knows that I love streaming. I absolutely love it. It's one of the most fun things ever, and it's the reason why I don't make daily commentaries or news videos anymore. I just greatly prefer live streaming. Getting to hang out with you guys is always the best time. I just wish some of these platforms treated it a little bit better. Shoot, if we could get like, what was it, 2015, 2016 YouTube gaming live streaming back, I would love that. That was a lot of fun. And hopefully we do get back to some semblance of fairness within these platforms sometime in the future. But to everybody who had to leave Mixer, I pour a glass out to you. Hopefully you can move a lot of your audience right over to a Twitch page or right over to YouTube gaming or something like that. But alright, that's it for the Twitch streaming news. In other news, we have a lot of things going on in the Destiny community right now, and while I'm not going to be talking about that thing, of course the thing being, well, it seems the Destiny PvP sweat community has got some house cleaning to do, shall we say. All I'm going to say about that is, don't be a scumbag, especially if you're in a position of power, authority, or celebrity. Just don't be a scumbag. But I'd prefer to focus on some of the happier news of Destiny 2 right now. Of course, we've got Season of Arrivals ongoing. It has been pretty darn good thus far. We're getting close to the upcoming summer seasonal event. Solstice of Heroes is going to be first, I think, and then Moments of Triumph. Either or, it's going to be one or the other. We've probably got Iron Banner coming up soon, which I'm actually excited to try. Now that skill-based matchmaking is gone and they have confirmed it's also gone in Iron Banner, I cannot wait to jump into the Iron Banner and actually play. That's something I haven't been able to say for years now because of the way matchmaking has worked. I've had a lot of fun in the Crucible, as it were, and I'm going to have even more fun in September when Destiny 2 Beyond Light drops, because one of my favorite Destiny 1 exotics is finally coming home. Hawkmoon, the exotic hand cannon, is coming back. Many of you are already aware of this. If you're over on my Discord, there's a link to that in the description box below if you want to join up on our community. We have a lot of fun there. But most of you Guardians probably already know that Bungie announced the return of Hawkmoon during a charity live stream last week. Here's exactly what they had to say.
And we've been trying to find the mix between, awesome new stuff and some classics. And a little over a year ago, we started to bring back some of the the classics in an archetype that is near and dear to my and a bunch of our players' hearts as well. And so we started off with The Last Words and Thorn, and this fall we're going to kind of complete that holy trinity from D1 with Hawkmoon. And I'm imagining an image is going to be shown. Yeah. So before people wonder about Luck in the Chamber, talk about Luck in the Chamber a minute, the OG Hawkmoon had the interesting and sometimes annoying property of all of the bullets stacking into one and then zonking someone and deleting them in PvP. And then you kind of wonder, like, what the hell happened? And that randomness of Hawkmoon is kind of a defining property emotionally for the gun. But the team has envisioned a bold new direction for Hawkmoon that's going to move the randomness in a different direction off of the damage. So there's no Luck in the Chamber or holding aces perks for it. And I think we'll probably talk more about that, as we get a little closer to launch.
There we go. So essentially, Hawkmoon, the legendary Silvered Hawk, that massive Destiny 50 cal Desert Eagle hand cannon, is returning in Destiny 2 Beyond Light, releasing on September 22nd, 2020. And I could not be happier. They will, of course, like they said in the video, it's going to have a different ability. No more holding aces and Luck in the Chamber procs for randomized RNG bullets, but hopefully they don't change its ability too much. I would like for it to still revolve around getting empowered shots. I know everybody hates Luck in the Chamber and everybody hates RNG bullets. I personally never had a problem with the lucky bullets from Hawkmoon. One of the big things people complained about was every once in a while it would one-shot you with a precision shot in Crucible because the two different damage buffs would kind of stack up and you'd get like almost a triple damage buff and boom, you'd be able to one-tap people anywhere in the Crucible regardless of what their armor was. That was exceedingly rare. I think over the entirety of Destiny Year 1, which is when you could do it. You couldn't do it after Taken King came out. I think I only saw that happen once or twice. It was super duper rare. So I never really had a problem with the RNG bullets, but I know a lot of people weren't happy with it. And I know Bungie's probably going to change it up to something pretty cool. Given the exotics that we've got right now, some of the new ones that are coming out that are really interesting, stuff like Wither Horde with its super interesting ability. I get the feeling that Bungie's probably going to do right by Hawkmoon, and I'm just so happy that my baby's finally coming home. I can't wait to get it, can't wait to hug it, can't wait to squeeze it and just blow up all over the Crucible. Phrasing. But alright, Guardians, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. Again, I just want to take a little time to say hi. I'm still here. I still live. My channel's still alive. I've just been having a lot of fun live streaming both here on YouTube and, of course, over on Twitch at twitch.tv/theblacklink. Give your boy a follow. We have a lot of fun there. So that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully the Mixer and Twitch and streaming situation kind of settles itself, and I hope a lot of those channel owners find a way to make it work. And of course, how do you feel about Hawkmoon? You've heard my thoughts. Give me yours down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. But I'm out for now. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I am the Blacklink. You Guardians stay frosty. And really, try not to overheat during this ridiculous summer we're having.